Welcome to Motoring World. This right here is Royal Enfield's Bear 650. Now, this is a scrambler version of the Interceptor 650 and it really looks the part. Let's dive into some of the design elements. The first thing that you will notice is that it has a single exhaust unit. Gone are the twin exhausts of the Interceptor, which means that Royal Enfield has a little more power out of it, a little more power, a little more torque. It's also a little bit lighter than the Interceptor 650, and it looks, I have to say, it looks the part. I thought that missing one exhaust would make the bike look somehow less complete, but it does not, I'm happy to say. The other thing that you will notice is a set of Showa upside down forks. You will also notice that there is a 19-inch front wheel and a 17-inch rear wheel. Block pattern tires to do a little bit of off-roading stuff. There's the single pod off of the new Himalayan. It's a TFT unit, very high resolution, easy to use, everything works well. Overall, in terms of design, this is a really nice looking bike, I have to say. If anything, it looks even more retro than the Interceptor, and that really appeals to me because I'm a sucker for old stuff. And honestly, if I would, just on design alone, I would pick this over an Interceptor. What are the other changes? Well, like I mentioned, you now get about 8% more torque at about 5.7 kgm. The Interceptor is at about 5.2, and that really is apparent when you're riding because it feels peppier, it feels livelier, and because the bike is a little bit lighter, it actually does come through. It's very agile through corners. It feels more precise, it feels more sure of itself than the Interceptor. Very light clutch action, slick gearbox. There was not one misshift through my entire ride. The rear suspension is a little bit on the stiff side, I have to say. The front is great. It damps beautifully. It's confidence inspiring through wide sweeping corners, series of switchbacks. Feels great. Brakes are great as well. There's just a little bit of a downside on the comfort factor, like I said, because rear shocks are a little bit stiff. The seat is also a little bit on the stiff side, but you can swap that out, put a more comfortable seat on, and you'll be good to go. I've been riding this bike all day now, literally for like 7 hours in all sorts of weather conditions. I also got pulled over by the cops. That's a whole different story. I may as well tell you this little bit of the story now. I got pulled over, got a slap on the wrist, and I was told that there are laws in this country, and you got to follow the laws. And I was also told to warn my fellow riders to not do it again, otherwise somebody would get really mad. Anyway, that aside, I had a lot of fun on this bike, and we rode some really nice roads through some canyons up to about 6,000 feet, through all sorts of different countryside, and this machine did not miss a beat, not once.